Your body is deceiving you, or rather, you've been deceived about it your whole life. That knee pain you blame on age, the stiffness in your back every morning, the feeling that your body is falling apart faster than it should. That's not aging. That's a program installed in you since childhood to make you believe that aging is an inevitable decline. But what if I told you that aging is a lie? In this video, I'm going to prove to you that weakness and pain aren't sentences of time, but the result of 4 movements that have been stolen from you. And I'm going to reveal the longevity plan that an ancient wisdom, attributed to Thoth, has guarded for millennia. By the end of this video, you will not only understand why your body looks older, but you will have the exact map to start reversing this process today with just 10 minutes a day. Stay with me, because the truth about your body is much more powerful than you've been led to believe. And if you've ever felt that your body shouldn't be the way it is, comment below. My body has no age. The doctor of the future will give no medicine, but will interest his patients in the care of the human body, in diet, and in the cause and prevention of disease. Imagine your body not as an old car that rusts over time, but as the most intelligent and adaptable system that exists. It's not a passive structure that simply wears out. It's a living organism that responds, molds itself, and transforms every second based on what you do. Every movement or lack thereof is an instruction. Immobility sends a clear message. Weakness is necessary. Movement sends another. Build strength and resilience. This dialogue between you and your body has no expiration date. It doesn't stop at 30, 40, or 50 years old. It only stops when you give up communicating with it. If weakness is a choice, why do so many of us unconsciously choose it? The answer is frightening. Because we've been programmed to. This programming isn't a chip implanted in your brain, but a set of ideas and behaviors taught to us from day one. Think about your childhood. How many times did you hear, "Stay still, don't run, be careful not to fall"? We were taught to see movement as something dangerous, a risk to be avoided. The body, this incredible machine of exploration, was placed in a box of fear. And that box kept getting smaller and smaller. At school, the routine continued. Hours on end, sitting in a chair, motionless, learning to ignore the body's signals that begged for movement. Recess, that brief moment of freedom, was the exception, not the rule. Then, in the adult world, the same logic applies. Office work chains us to a desk, and success is measured by our ability to remain still for longer. The message is clear and constant. A still body is a productive and safe body. A body in motion is a problem. This is the invisible architecture of fragility. On this foundation of fear and immobility, a multi-billion-dollar industry has flourished. An industry that doesn't sell health but the management of disease. It offers us pills for pain, surgeries to replace worn-out joints, and a myriad of products that promise to fix a body that, according to them, is broken. They don't want you to be strong and independent. They need you to be merely functional enough to continue consuming the solutions they sell. You are kept in a state of controlled fragility, always dependent on external help. This cultural programming is so ingrained that it becomes our own inner voice. We come to believe that we can't bend down to pick something up from the floor for fear of hurting our backs. We avoid running to catch the bus because we think our knees won't hold up. We outsource responsibility for our own vitality. believing that the solution lies with a specialist or a medicine and not in our own habits. We become the guardians of our own prison, reinforcing the bars that have been built around us. But what if I told you that there has always been knowledge that teaches the opposite path? An ancient wisdom preserved by cultures that never disconnected from the nature of the body. Knowledge that does not see the body as a structure condemned to collapse, but as a living temple, a garden that can be cultivated to flourish at any age. This wisdom teaches that renewal is not a miracle, but a natural process that has been forgotten. And the key to rescuing this lost knowledge was brought to our civilization by a legendary figure. This figure, shrouded in mystery, understood that to break free from the illusion of fragility, one must first die to the lies we've been told. He knew that the physical body could be transformed, transmuted from a state of density and pain to a state of light and vitality. He didn't bring a magic object or a potion of youth, but something far more powerful. A secret about the body's inner alchemy, a secret that connects ancient Atlantis, the Egypt of the pharaohs, and today's cutting-edge science. The secret of Thoth and the key to life. This legendary figure is Thoth, the scribe of the Egyptian gods. Legends say that, after the fall of the lost continent of Atlantis, he brought to Egypt not only writing and science, but a much deeper secret: the key of life. But this key was not a physical artifact. It was knowledge, an understanding of the body's ability to continuously regenerate. In the mysterious emerald tablets, texts attributed to him, Thoth reveals that his periodic visits to the halls of Amenti, a realm of transformation, rejuvenate him, restoring his strength and vitality. This shouldn't be understood as a story about literal immortality, like living forever in the same body. It's a powerful metaphor for a process we can all access. Atlantean wisdom, which according to myths was the basis of Egyptian civilization, taught that the body, like the soul, can be transmuted. True alchemy, the great secret of the ancients, wasn't about transforming lead into gold, but about transforming the dense and limited matter of our physical body into a vehicle of energy, light and vitality, a body that doesn't bend to time. What Thoth understood millennia ago, modern science is only beginning to scratch the surface of. Today, fields like epigenetics show that our genes are not our destiny. Our habits, our environment, and even our thoughts can turn certain genes on or off, directly influencing our health and longevity. The body is not a stone, it is a river. It is in constant flux, responding to every stimulus it receives. And the most important stimulus of all, the one that Thoth and the ancient masters understood as fundamental, is not what you eat. The body responds, above all, to what you feed it through movement, every squat, every step. Every time you hang or lift a weight, you are sending information to every cell. You are telling your body, be strong, be resilient, be capable. The absence of these movements sends the opposite message: be weak, be rigid, prepare for decline. This is the true nourishment, the nutrition that determines whether your body will express its maximum potential for vitality or wither prematurely. The teachings of Thoth and Hermetic wisdom speak of the principle of vibration. Nothing is still, everything moves, everything vibrates. Your body is no exception. A stiff, aching, and weak body is vibrating at a low frequency. A strong, flexible, and energetic body vibrates at a high frequency. The secret of the key to life is understanding that you can consciously change your vibration through specific practices. You can literally tune your body to the frequency of vitality. This bodily alchemy doesn't require complex rituals or inaccessible secret knowledge. It's based on universal principles of movement that humanity has practiced for millennia, not by choice, but out of necessity. Modern life, with its comfort and convenience, has robbed us of these essential movements, and with them our innate vitality. And the guardian that allows or blocks access to this lost vitality isn't in your muscles or bones. It's in the central command center of your body. For thousands of years, movement wasn't an option. It was the very condition of existence. Our ancestors crouched to rest and cook, crawled to hunt and explore, carried water, food, and materials to build their shelters. Each day was a full-body workout, not because they went to the gym, but because life demanded it. These fundamental movements sculpted the human body, making it strong, resilient, and incredibly capable. But today, a silent thief has entered our lives and begun to steal this heritage from us. That thief is convenience. Every time you choose the elevator instead of the stairs, the car to go to the corner bakery, the remote control instead of getting up, you're doing more than saving effort. You're sending a direct and powerful message to your nervous system, the great guardian of your energy. The message is, this ability to climb, walk, squat is no longer necessary for my survival, and the nervous system, being an efficiency machine, responds logically. It begins to delete access to these movements. Think of your brain as the manager of a large company with a limited energy budget. If a department, like the deep squat department, isn't used for years, the manager will cut its resources to allocate them to more frequently used areas, like the sitting department. The stiffness and pain you feel aren't, most of the time, a problem with the muscle or joint. They're the result of your brain revoking your permission to access that range of motion because it no longer trusts it. Mobility, therefore, is not just about how flexible your muscles are. It's about the confidence your nervous system has in each position. If your brain perceives that you lack strength or control within a certain range of motion, it blocks it as a protective measure. Pain is the alarm it uses to say, "Don't go there, it's dangerous, I don't know how to handle this situation." What we call aging is, in large part, the accumulation of dozens of movements that our brain has forgotten how to perform safely. The good news is that if the body can forget, it can also relearn. The nervous system is plastic. It can create new connections and restore old functions. You can renegotiate access to your own movements. You can show your brain, gradually and safely, that those positions are safe again. By doing this, you're not just stretching a muscle, you're rewriting the software that controls your body, updating the operating system of your own biology. The roadmap to this reconquest isn't complicated. It doesn't require expensive equipment or exhausting training routines. It's based on reclaiming the most fundamental movements of our species, those that have been stolen by modern life. These are 4 movement patterns that act as a master key, capable of unlocking stiffness, dissolving pain, and restoring to your body the freedom for which it was designed. And these 4 movements are the pillars of a vitality that can last a lifetime. The 4 lost rituals of vitality. If the body can relearn movements it has forgotten, where exactly do we begin this journey of rediscovery? The answer lies not in weight machines or complex exercises, but in a wisdom that spans cultures and millennia. From the Egypt of Thoth to the Taoist masters in the mountains of China, it has always been known that certain movements are the foundation of human vitality. They are not exercises in the modern sense of the word, they are maintenance rituals, the four pillars that support what we might call functional immortality. The first pillar is the deep squat. This isn't the partial version you do at the gym, it's humanity's natural resting position, the way we all sat before the invention of chairs. It's the position children play in for hours. By reclaiming the deep squat, you release tension accumulated over years in your hips, lower back, and ankles. It's like lubricating the most important gears in your body, restoring the foundation for all other movements, and relieving chronic pain you thought was permanent. The second pillar is the act of hanging. Modern life and the force of gravity compress us downwards, day after day. Our posture slumps, our shoulders hunch, and our spine flattens. Hanging, even for a few seconds, is the perfect antidote. This simple act decompresses the vertebrae of the spine, opening space between them and relieving pressure on the discs. It opens the rib cage, improves lung capacity, and strengthens the grip. One of the most accurate indicators of longevity and overall health. It's a reset for your posture. The third pillar is carrying. Our ancestors constantly carried water, firewood, game, children. This act of transporting objects of varying weights and shapes teaches the body to function as an integrated and cohesive unit. It strengthens the core, stabilizes the shoulders and hips, and builds strength that is useful in the real world, not just in a gym. Carrying groceries, a heavy backpack, or even a child in your arms can become a strengthening practice if done intentionally and with good form. The fourth and final pillar is crawling. It may seem strange to an adult, but crawling is one of the most powerful movements for reprogramming the brain. It reconnects the crossed patterns of the nervous system, where the right side of the brain communicates with the left side of the body and vice versa. This is the basis of our coordination and balance. Crawling restores the fluidity lost in childhood, strengthens the body in an integrated way, and improves communication between the two cerebral hemispheres. It is a fundamental movement that we have lost and need to reclaim. These four movements are not a to-do list. They are invitations for you to reconnect with your body's original language. They were practiced by our ancestors out of sheer necessity for survival. Today, we need to reclaim them for wisdom, as daily rituals to maintain our humanity and vitality. But the secret is not in practicing them for hours on end. The true magic, the alchemy of bodily transformation, lies in how you integrate these rituals into your daily life. The journey to reclaiming your body's freedom doesn't require heroic workout sessions that leave you exhausted for days. That's another lie of modern fitness culture. Longevity and lasting vitality, as the ancient Taoist masters taught, love frequency, not overwhelming intensity. True transformation doesn't happen in great bursts of effort, but in the silent alchemy of small daily deposits. It's consistency that builds a resilient body, not occasional sacrifice. An ancient Chinese alchemist, Li Dao-chun, wrote that the secret to the transformation process was to concentrate energy. Concentrate a year into a month into a day into an hour. We can apply this same wisdom to our movement practice. Your body's strength and mobility are built not in a single 2-hour session at the gym, but in dozens of movement snacks spread throughout your day. A minute of deep squats while you wait for the coffee water to boil. 30 seconds hanging from a doorframe between meetings. Each of these small acts is a deposit into your freedom bank account. Every time you choose to move, even for a moment, you are sending a vitality signal to your body and accumulating resilience interest. On the other hand, negligence also accumulates interest, but in the form of debt. Every hour you spend immobile, every opportunity for movement you ignore is a small withdrawal from your mobility account. Over time, this debt accumulates, resulting in the functional failure we call old age. The beauty of this system is that you can start reversing that debt at any time. It's never too late to start making deposits. The body has an incredible capacity to adapt and regenerate as long as you consistently give it the right stimuli. The key is to abandon the all-or-nothing mentality. You don't need an hour of free time to make a difference. You have 5 minutes. Great, use them. Do some squats. Stretch your spine. The body doesn't care about the duration, it cares about the frequency of the message. This microdose approach to movement is a game changer. It removes the lack of time barrier, which is the most common excuse for inactivity. We all have a minute. We can all find small pockets of time throughout the day to invest in our physical health. By doing so, movement ceases to be a task on your to-do list and becomes an integral part of your life, as natural as breathing. That's how you build a habit that lasts forever. But there's a secret within this practice, a detail that most people ignore and that makes all the difference between simply moving and truly transforming the body. It's not just about doing the movements, but how you do them. It's not just about gaining flexibility, but about owning every inch of your movement, and that's the most important key to building an injury-proof and truly youthful body, no matter your age. The secret of strength through amplitude. This is the point that separates those who merely stretch from those who build a truly resilient body. Modern fitness culture has sold us an incomplete and dangerous idea that strength and flexibility are opposing qualities. On one hand, we have weightlifting focused on strength, on the other, passive stretching, as in yoga, focused on flexibility. But ancient wisdom and modern movement science agree, flexibility without strength is fragility. It's a recipe for injury. True longevity lies in being strong throughout your entire range of motion. Think about it. What really hurts us in our daily lives? It's rarely a planned workout at the gym. What breaks us is the unexpected. Tripping on the sidewalk, the quick way you turn to grab something from the back seat of the car, trying to catch a falling object. It's in these moments, in ranges of motion we're not used to controlling, that the body fails. Your nervous system panics because it finds itself in unfamiliar territory and without the strength to protect itself. The secret, therefore, is to teach your nervous system that these large range of motion positions are safe. And you do this by training the strength in them, instead of just passively sitting in a stretch. You must actively contract the muscles and generate force in that final position. By doing this, you are sending the clearest possible message to your brain. I can not only get here, I have complete control in this position. This is safe. That's the difference between renting and owning your mobility. This practice of maximum range of motion is what builds a bulletproof body. It becomes resilient not only in the movements you practice, but in all the unpredictable movements that life throws at you. Your body no longer fears movement itself. It knows it has the resources to handle any situation. Pain and stiffness begin to disappear, not because you strained a muscle, but because your brain has finally turned off the threat alarm, because now it trusts your body. This preparation doesn't require years of training, it requires daily intention. In every snack of movement you do, focus on feeling the control in the final position. When doing a deep squat, activate your glutes and hips at the bottom. When hanging, feel the activation of your back muscles. It's a subtle change in mindset, but with a profound impact on your biology. You stop just doing exercises and start communicating intelligently with your nervous system. This is Thoth's true plan for longevity, translated into the language of the body. It's the alchemy of transforming weakness into strength, fear into confidence, limitation into freedom. It's not about seeking immortality, but about achieving such a full quality of life that age becomes just a number. And the decision to build this body begins with the understanding that every choice you make, at every moment, is a vote for the future you desire. To understand the impact of each choice, imagine you were born with two invisible bank accounts. The first is called resilience and freedom. The second is called fragility and dependence. Every day, every hour, every action or inaction of yours is a deposit into one of these accounts. There is no neutrality. Either you are building resilience or you are accumulating fragility. There is no third option. Every moment is a choice, conscious or not, of which account you are feeding. When you decide to take the stairs, when you pause at work to squat for a minute, when you carry groceries intentionally, feeling your muscles work, you are making a direct deposit into your resilience account. These are small coins of vitality that over time accumulate compound interest. This interest manifests as a pain-free body, a confident mind, and the freedom to say yes to life's adventures without asking your body for permission. On the other hand, when you choose the comfort of immobility, when you spend hours sunk into the sofa, when you avoid any kind of physical effort, you are depositing into the account of fragility. These deposits also accrue interest, but in the form of stiffness, pain, loss of balance, and fear of movement. Over time, the balance of this account grows so much that you become a prisoner of your own body, dependent on help to perform simple tasks and watching life pass by from the sidelines. The big problem is that resilience can't be bought or accumulated at the last minute. You can't do a crash health program the day before a crisis. Just as you can't study for a life-changing test the day before, strength and functional capacity are built with the patience and consistency of a drop of water wearing away a rock. The longer you wait to start investing in the right account, the greater your mobility debt becomes, and the more effort will be needed to get out of the red. But the unparalleled beauty of the human body, the true magic of our biology, is its infinite capacity for adaptation. No matter how much of a deficit you have, you can start reversing that debt today. Right now. The body always responds to the stimulus you give it. Thoth taught that fragility is not a destiny, but a frequency at which you choose to vibrate. With each conscious movement, you raise your vibration, tuning yourself to the frequency of strength and capability. The choice of which account to feed is yours, and it happens every moment. It's not a one-time decision, but thousands of small decisions you make every day. Will you feed the account that liberates you or the account that imprisons you? The answer to this question will determine the quality of each of your future days. And as you begin to consistently deposit into the resilience account, something incredible begins to happen in your mind. Fear begins to transform into power. Transforming fear into power. Every time you venture into a movement that once seemed daunting or impossible, something profound changes within you. When you manage to squat to the ground without pain for the first time in years, or when you hang and feel your spine crack and realign, it's not just a physical victory. It's a rewriting of the most fundamental code of your nervous system. The internal message, which previously screamed, "Careful, this is dangerous, you're going to hurt yourself," begins to whisper, "This is safe, I can do it. I control my body." This shift in perception is the true alchemy. Avoidance fuels fear. If you're afraid to squat because you think it will hurt, and therefore avoid squatting, your brain understands that squatting is in fact a threat and reinforces the blockage. But practice dissolves fear. By gradually and safely exploring these ranges of motion, you prove to yourself and your nervous system that the threat was an illusion. You are literally teaching your body to be courageous again. This newfound confidence in movement spills over into all other areas of your life. When you know your body is strong and capable, you walk through the world differently. You stop avoiding physical challenges. You volunteer to help carry heavy furniture. You run with your children in the park without a second thought. You plan that hiking trip you've always dreamed of. You stop living a small life, limited by the fear of what your body can or cannot do, and begin to live expansively. And perhaps the most powerful effect of all is the impact you have on the people around you. Your body becomes a living testament to what is possible. Your friends, your family, your children, who have been taught the same lie of inevitable decline, will see in you proof that this narrative is false. You don't need to preach or give lessons. Your very existence, your vitality, and your freedom of movement become the teaching. You inspire others to question their own limitations. By becoming master of your own body, you are doing much more than training muscles and joints. You are rewriting the story of what it means to age, not only for yourself but for your community. You become a beacon of possibility, showing that it is possible to age with power, grace, and freedom. You break the spell of frailty for yourself and help liberate others who are still trapped in it. That is the greatest responsibility and the greatest gift. This transformation of fear into power is the penultimate step. It prepares you for the final phase, the implementation of a simple and sustainable plan that ensures this vitality is not a temporary gain, but a permanent state. A plan that doesn't require a revolution in your life, but a conscious evolution. A plan to build, day after day, a body that knows no age. Thoth's grand plan for longevity, stripped of all mystery, is not a complex map or a closely guarded secret. It is a radical invitation to simplicity and consistency. The goal is not to live forever, but to create a body that achieves a form of functional immortality, the ability to live each day until the last, freely, without the chains of pain and physical limitation. It's about adding life to your years, not just years to your life. And the construction of that future begins now. Close your eyes for a moment and visualize two possible futures. In the first, you are 80 years old. You are on the floor, playing with your grandchildren, getting up effortlessly. You travel the world, carry your own luggage, explore cities on foot, live without fear and without asking permission from your body. Now, visualize the second future. You are the same age, but you are sitting in an armchair watching life unfold, dependent on help for simple tasks, limited by pain and fear, a spectator of your own existence. Both futures are possible. They are not determined by luck or genetics, but by the small choices you make today. The body you will have in 10, 20, or 30 years is being built at this very moment with the bricks of your daily actions. The difference between a future of freedom and a future of limitation is the plan you decide to follow starting today, and the plan is incredibly simple, accessible to anyone, anywhere. The plan is this: 10 minutes a day. That's all you need. 10 minutes dedicated to communicating with your body in the language it understands. Within those 10 minutes, you will practice the 4 lost rituals. 1 minute of deep squatting, 1 minute hanging, 1 minute carrying something with intention, 1 minute crawling. The remaining time can be used to explore other movements or simply to breathe consciously. 10 minutes. Not as an obligation, but as an act of profound respect and love for yourself. This daily practice isn't about exhausting yourself. It's about sending a consistent signal of vitality to every cell in your body. It's a daily deposit into your resilience account. Over time, these 10 minutes will become the most important part of your day. A sacred moment of reconnection. You'll begin to feel the changes, morning stiffness decreasing, back pain disappearing, a new sense of strength and confidence growing within you. 10 years from now, someone will wake up and live inside the body you are building today. That person in the future will inherit the consequences of your current choices. May that person be free. May they be strong, capable, and deeply grateful for the decisions you have made in this very moment. The choice of who that person will be, whether a prisoner or a free being, is the only choice that truly matters. And it begins now. If you've made it this far, it's because you felt the truth in what was said. You realized that the story you were told about your body and about time isn't the whole story. To let me know you're part of this awakening, leave the phrase, "My body is my temple," in the comments. Your presence until the end is already a huge help to the channel. But if you felt a calling to support this work more directly and help me spread more content like this, there's a link to contribute in the first pinned comment. Any help is very important to me and to the growth of the channel, allowing this message to reach more people. But truly, just by watching this far and, who knows, sharing this video with someone who needs to hear this, you're already making a huge difference. And before you go, the journey isn't over. I've prepared a special video for you to take the next step, delving even deeper into how to apply this wisdom to your life in a practical way. Don't leave yet. Click on the video that's appearing on the screen now and let's meet there.